Jay Moyer for Harris Football. I'm excited to kick off a series of draft prospect breakdowns for you guys. We're going to kick it off with one of the most underrated players in the 2020 draft. That's running back Clyde Edwards Helaire. All right, let's talk about Clyde Edwards Helaire, 20-year-old running back out of LSU, listed at 5'9", 209 pounds, was a 2019 team captain and MVP as elected by his team, put up over 1,800 total yards, 55 receptions, 17 touchdowns, 0 career fumbles. This is a player that brings a lot to the table, so let's talk about some of his strengths. From a talent perspective, he has elite balance, excellent agility, can accelerate upfield at the drop of a hat, processes things rapidly, can stack moves on top of moves in rapid succession, and as everyone knows, he catches the ball extremely well. He's also a crafty player, shows excellent scheme awareness and footwork behind the line of scrimmage, uses this to manipulate linebackers and create holes for himself, which pairs well with precise micro movement for effectiveness running in tight spaces between the tackles. Once he gets in the open field, he has a vast toolbox for making tacklers miss, including a stiff arm, a jump cut, a spin move, and also excellent leg drive. Finally, he's an excellent downfield route runner, not just swing passes and flat routes, but can get out there, run the option route, and succeed. He does not have many glaring weaknesses, but from a talent perspective, they include a lack of elite top-end speed and just average power through tacklers. From a craft perspective, he's occasionally undisciplined, bouncing into defenders' leverage rather than taking the easy, safe gain. And because he's so adept at moving laterally, he occasionally takes false steps behind the line of scrimmage, which can cost him a yard or two, especially in short yardage situations. Let's get into some plays.
Okay, gang, it's Harris. A quick break to say thanks to Felix Gray for sponsoring this film review. I spend a lot of time on screens. We all do. You've heard me say this on the podcast. I was getting headaches at the end of a long day. 60% of Americans suffer from digital eye strain. I can personally tell you Felix Gray glasses can help. Every pair of Felix Grays filters out blue light. They're like sunscreen for your retinas. You can get them in prescription or not. They have a ton of frame styles to choose from, and shipping and returns are always free. If your eyes are bugging you, I can personally recommend them. Seriously, go to felixgrayglasses.com/HarrisTube, and really, we thank them for sponsoring.
First, we'll take a look at his receiving ability, as this is what he's most well known for. We're going to look at a play. It's a weak side option route, matched up one-on-one against the linebacker. On an option route, the receiver has the option to break inside, outside, or sit down if he finds a hole in the zone coverage. At the snap, you see him widen out of the backfield where he finds himself matched up one-on-one with the linebacker number 24. As he approaches the linebacker and breaks the line of scrimmage, they're lined up about even, but the linebacker has outside momentum. Edwards Helaire perceives this outside momentum, gives a nice jab step outside, and cuts underneath the linebacker to create about 3 yards of separation at the arrival of the ball. When the ball arrives, he catches it in stride with his hands at about face level. There's a linebacker bearing down from the inside. Edwards Helaire does not panic, doesn't drop the pass, doesn't slide. Instead, immediately drops his weight, comes to balance, and executes an efficient spin move, resulting in a missed tackle. As he accelerates upfield, he's aware of number 24 gaining ground on him from his blind side, stacks a second move, cuts back, creates another missed tackle. This play demonstrates several of Edwards Helaire's most prominent strengths. 1, he's a crafty route runner with excellent hands and balance. He has elite agility both in his route running and as a runner, and he can process defenders quickly using his vast toolbox of open field moves to create missed tackles and pick up extra yardage. Now, let's get into an area of his game where he's a bit underrated, and this is running between the tackles. On this play, again against Alabama, we're going to see an 18-yard run on the play duo, which is a play where the offensive line down blocks, creating extra double teams in the interior, trying to create a short edge. As the runner approaches the line of scrimmage, his job is to read the middle linebacker and play a game of cat and mouse. Wherever the linebacker goes, he's going to break opposite. This is called running to space. In this case, as the play develops, we're going to keep our eyes on the middle linebacker, number 36. As the ball snapped, Edwards Helaire takes nice balanced steps toward the line of scrimmage. 36 takes his read steps to the right side A gap. As the play unfolds, 36 scrapes to the left side C gap. Edwards Helaire, aware of his read keys, has an immediate reaction to this linebacker movement. He stays balanced, employs efficient lateral footwork with no wasted steps. As he comes around the corner, he finds daylight in the right side A gap, jams his outside foot, and immediately bursts upfield. Once through the crease, he attacks daylight, working between the safety and the cornerback, number 7. As he approaches the open field tacklers, he creates extra space by cutting back and then cutting forward into the corner, initiating the contact and controlling the collision. As he interacts with these two defenders, you'll see another hallmark of his game where he keeps his legs driving, pushes through contact, drives through contact, picks up an extra 5 yards after contact to finish the run. This run shows elite execution of a common NFL run scheme in duo. It shows off Edwards Helaire's excellent scheme awareness, his elite footwork and agility, his acceleration, balance, and leg drive through contact. Now we'll get into a third play which shows probably his most prominent weakness as a runner between the tackles. Again, we're going to take a look at duo, again a down blocking play where they double team inside and he's going to be reading and manipulating the middle linebacker. In this case, the down blocks collapse. The middle linebacker slow plays Edwards Helaire's movement. There's no clear gap for Edwards Helaire to cut to. As he presses the line of scrimmage and begins to run out of time, he's faced with two choices. One, he can cut left where there's outside leverage by 3 Alabama defenders. Alternatively, he can cut upfield off the butt of his right tackle, number 76. There's a safety who's coming down to fill and tackle, but this would be a safe decision that would net him probably about 3 or 4 yards on the run. Because of his skill in getting lateral, creating missed tackles, and accelerating upfield, Edwards Helaire is used to being able to bounce runs to the outside. So he bounces this one outside into the leverage of those 3 Alabama defenders. In this case, as he's contacted, he's able to use his leg drive to pick up a positive result. But in the NFL, bouncing into the leverage of defenders like this is a decision that's likely to result in lost yardage. I'd like to see him more consistently choose the safe route when a big play is not there. Finally, let's get into a sequence at the end of this same Alabama game. LSU had led the contest for most of the game, but it came down to a one-score ball game in the fourth quarter. Faced with a 3rd and 10 situation, Alabama employs a blitz. Joe Burrow finds Edwards Helaire on the hot route to the flat and delivers a pass behind him into the outside. Edwards Helaire adjusts to the ball, catching it low near his shoelaces with his hands, immediately gains his balance, attacks cornerback number 7, and uses that same leg drive to push the corner for the first down. It's an excellent competitive run to pick up a first down in a one-score ball game in the fourth quarter. Next, after Alabama and LSU exchange touchdowns to maintain a one-score game, LSU offense finds themselves at the Alabama 7-yard line trying to ice the game away. On first down, they give the ball to Edwards Helaire on an inside zone read option. As the play develops, the frontside defensive tackle on Alabama gets penetration. This classically interrupts inside zone. Edwards Helaire is not phased. He bounces to the outside, where he's faced with a safety, who he wards off with a stiff arm, immediately regains his balance, is able to drop his shoulder. Again, adept micro movement, his same patented leg drive through the contact, keeps his balance, even through a linebacker falling on the back of his legs, bounces through the contact, and scores a touchdown to salt the game away. This type of situational awareness and competitive toughness is present on Edwards Helaire's tape throughout his entire season. Overall, he's the most versatile back in this class, excellent receiver, runs with excellent balance, acceleration, processing, and a vast toolbox to defeat tacklers. This gives him many ways to win and will translate well to the NFL. Additionally, he shows flashes of advanced craft, which is promising for future development and is necessary for any running back in the NFL. Most importantly, he's a smart, tough, competitive player with great awareness. These traits will help him continue to improve as he transitions to the next level. All right, that'll wrap this up. Thank you guys for watching. Again, this is Jay Moyer. You can find more of my work over at mattwaldmanrsp.com, where you can also find the Rookie Scouting Portfolio by Matt Waldman, the most comprehensive rookie skill prospect breakdown guide on the market. All the big names, all the practice squad guys. Go and get yours now.
Thanks so much for watching. Please, please, please smash that like button, write a comment, tell us who else you'd like to see us review film on, and of course, best of all, please subscribe to our channel and then click that little bell above the subscribe button and you'll be notified whenever we post a new video.